Welcome to GreenBiz Studio. I'm Elaine Shea, Verge Program Director, and I'm here with Jeff Wooster, Global Sustainability Director at Dow. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, so I wanted to ask you, what are the things that you're really passionate about right now related to sustainability?
So the two big issues that we're working on right now are marine debris and issues related to circular economy and sustainable materials management and resource efficiency.
Wow, those are some big topics. So let's start with marine debris. Tell me about what you're doing there.
So we're partnering with the Ocean Conservancy in developing scientific information that can help us understand where marine debris comes from. What are the sources of trash in the ocean? How do they get into the ocean? How do we keep them out of the ocean? We've been a partner with Ocean Conservancy for 30 years on their International Coastal Cleanup, and for about the last 6 or 7 years we've worked with them on their Trash-Free Seas Alliance, which a few years ago launched into a major research program and released a report called Stemming the Tide that helped identify sources of marine debris, so where trash, especially plastic trash, is coming from and how it gets into the ocean. What we found with that research was that developing economies that are growing in income and growing in consumption but don't yet have waste management tend to be the biggest sources of marine debris. And the reasons that the trash ends up in the ocean is that the waste is either unmanaged, meaning it's not collected at all, or it's mismanaged, meaning it gets collected and then it gets illegally dumped and it ends up in the ocean.
So what is Dow doing to address the marine debris issues now that you've sort of seen some of the results of that study?
So we're continuing to support more research and work in trying to find ways to implement waste management processes and programs and systems for those developing countries to help them improve their waste management services. We are working with a collaboration of industry groups to get more companies involved to try to create a system where different people can help contribute to the solution. So we know that it takes collaboration, we know that it takes a combination of private industry, of the public sector, of governments, of local activist groups, civic organizations. It takes a lot of people to help solve the waste management crisis, but we think that working together we can be effective. We also are partnering with the World Business Council for Sustainable Development to develop a business case and business guide that will help get more companies involved and get more people contributing to the solution of improving waste management.
To that end, that's great in terms of the amount of stakeholders you're engaging. So with the circular economy, so help me understand how you're defining circular economy and what kind of applications Dow is involved in with that.
So Dow takes a view of circular economy that's very broad. So we think that anything that we can do to improve our resource efficiency, to capture materials that might otherwise have been waste and put them back into the industrial system, to create value out of things that previously had no value, to be a better steward for our environment and make better use of the raw materials that we have available to us, which we know are limited, can help contribute to a circular economy. So we have a few products that we've recently introduced that help do that. For example, we have a polyethylene stand-up pouch technology that can be recycled. So people don't usually know that films and bags and wraps can be recycled, but many types of them can. And we've introduced some new packaging technologies that can even allow more materials to be recycled.
That's great. So what's the future related to Dow and the circular economy? Are you just going to start doing more applications for more of your materials or try to replicate it across the industry?
So we are. So we're looking for more applications. What people don't know about plastics is that about 90% of plastics can already be recycled.
Wow.
And when you look in your garbage can, though, you see a potato chip wrapper or a candy bar wrapper and you think, oh, it's a shame that this can't be recycled. But most of the materials by weight can be recycled. It's those lightweight, flexible packaging items that can't be recycled. So we've launched a couple of industrial initiatives with different groups. So we have a group called Material Recovery for the Future that's working on technology development that allows sortation of flexible packaging at the MRFs to allow it to be recycled. We also have our energy bag program that we talked about a few years ago at GreenBiz, where we're collecting materials in a special bag and then sending them either for recycling or for energy recovery.
Wow, that's really inspiring. Thank you so much for your time, Jeff.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.